Okay, we are recording. Okay, so welcome to our Mindbase presentation. Okay, Mindbase was created by Harold Seitz. He's had been in the crypto industry for about since 2019. He started developing Mindbase in 2020. So, and it was launched on the 9th of September 2022. So it's just over a year old. We are on 4 exchanges. Over here it just says 3 exchanges. So we're on Bitforex, Digifinix, LBank, and then I've forgotten the other one, Bitcoin something. It's a decentralized exchange. Okay, so Mindbase is currently on the Ethereum blockchain. It was programmed on the Ethereum blockchain. It will be available on the Binance chain very soon. Okay, it was created with 250 million Mindbase tokens in total, but at the moment there is less because they've been burnt, but I'll get into that now. Okay, there are 2 prices in Mindbase. One is the CTP price, which is the creation price, the creation token price. And then the other one is the exchange price, which is obviously what you will buy and sell on the exchanges. So that obviously depends on the demand and the supply of the amount of coins and how many people want it. Okay, the CTP price is how the coin is created. So when the CTP price gets increased, it takes longer to create the token. I will explain to you now how the coin is created, okay, or mined. Okay, we also have a burning system. So there is a monthly burning system depending on how many tokens are created and also on the exchange price. So if the exchange price is lower than the CTP price, then coins will be burnt from the total supply. Okay, that's what the price is. Don't ask me to say it right now. I can't say it. Okay, so if it falls by more than 10%, then 0.02.5% of the total coins will be burnt every single month. So you can create tokens with your wallet address. So how it works is it mirrors the fees of the Ethereum blockchain and the Bitcoin blockchain addresses. So if you've got an Ethereum address and you say, for instance, send USDT or Ethereum to a friend or whatever, you're going to be paying, let's say $2 or $4 for your transaction fee. Now, if that address that you have is allocated to somebody within the Mindbase system, they will then receive a mirrored fee of your $4 that you paid. So you pay $4 for your transaction, and then that person will get Mindbase tokens to the value of $4, not to the exchange price, but of the CTP price. Okay, so at the moment, it used to be $6.50, the CTP price, and at the moment it is with the CTP price is $27.27. So you have to accumulate $27.27. Sorry, just admitting somebody. You have to accumulate $27 worth of fees before one coin is created. So that is how the CTP price works. Okay, sorry, I'm a bit distracted with all the people wanting to join. Okay, so you can use your own wallet addresses. So if, for instance, you do use a lot of, moving around Ethereum and stuff from wallet to wallet, you can use that wallet address and you can earn back your own fees. So you can earn up to 5 of your own addresses in the Mindbase system. So you can, sorry, a bit all the people coming in. Okay, so you don't have to, if you wanted to just start with Mindbase and say, for instance, you had no money, nothing to put into Mindbase, you didn't have any coins, anything, you can then use your wallet addresses from your Ethereum addresses that you use for trading or whatever. You can put them in and you can immediately start earning your own fees. You don't need to have a certain amount of coins in or a package or anything like that. You can literally start with just your 5 or your own wallet address and you can start earning your fees back in the Mindbase token. So that's a really nice way to start with the Mindbase system without putting anything in it. Okay. Then you get automatic wallet addresses. So this is where I was explaining to you where if somebody else was sending cryptocurrencies, then that address will be allocated to you. Now that address is called an automatic wallet address. Okay, so you need at least 25 Mindbase tokens to activate this whole mining process so that you can get some addresses that you can earn from. So if you've got 25 tokens, then you get 2 wallet addresses to earn from. So if those 2 wallet addresses send Bitcoin or Ethereum, it depends on which address it is, then you can earn those fees. The more Mindbase tokens you have in your wallet, the more addresses you get. So if you've got 50 Mindbase tokens in your wallet, you'll get 5 wallet addresses to mine from. And then so it goes up. So if you want the maximum, which is 20 wallet addresses, you have to have 550 Mindbase tokens in your wallet. These wallet addresses do change out every 72 hours because if you've got a very quiet address, that person, for instance, hasn't sent anything in a month, then you don't want to hang on to a dead address. So then you'll obviously want it to be changed out. And then obviously if you get a really, really busy address and it's producing you lots of tokens, that address kind of needs to be shared with somebody else as well. So that you are not the only one that's mining a lot of coins. Okay. You can have more wallet addresses assigned to you, but that comes with a fee and that's with an interconnected wallet. So you can actually have up to 120 wallet addresses to mine from. But the more wallet addresses you want to mine from, the more Mindbase tokens you have to have in your wallet. So there are I'll explain to you, Nana, about the packages, but you can in the packages get the vouchers for the interconnected wallets as well. So these are really nice to have when you've got them for free. But these ones, if you just wanted to have extra wallets, you'd have to pay for them. So there is a fee attached depending on if you want it for 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months. But you have to have that amount of Mindbase tokens in your wallet to acquire the more wallet addresses to mine from. So if you want to get the maximum amount, then obviously you will need 3,300 Mindbase tokens in your back office to earn from 120 wallet addresses. Okay, so the other way that we can get coins is by period of time. When the CTP price was $6.50, we were able to get a coin every single day, every 25 hours. So it works out to be 26 cents every single hour. But now that the CTP price has gone up to $27.27, we have to, it takes between 4 and 5 days to get one coin. So the longer it takes to mine the coins, the more scarce they are, and then obviously it should add value, or people won't sell them because they don't have that many, and they're going to hang on to the ones that they do. So it will hopefully push up the price on the exchange. On the exchanges as more people are introduced. Okay, so this is still an old page where it says you get a token every 25 hours. It's now 105 hours. But you still get 26 cents per hour. Okay, so you obviously can only take advantage of this period of time if you have a minimum of 25 tokens in your wallet, or if you have bought yourself a package. So if you have bought yourself a package, then you don't need to have 25 tokens in your wallet as well. You can just start with the period of time and start gaining your coin every 4 to 5 days. So with that, it just comes as a code, and you actually have to manually claim it and put it in, manually claim it. It doesn't automatically happen. So it can be a little bit tedious, but trust me, it's worth it. Okay, so that's how you create the tokens and mine them. Okay, so there is another obviously advantage to the Mindbase system is the unique marketing concept. It is not considered an MLM. It is you are partaking in the global the global turnover of Mindbase. Okay, so I will explain to you the products that we have at the end, but I'm just going to show you the marketing concept quickly up from the global sales. Okay, so anybody can join and earn USDT. You don't earn Mindbase tokens, but you can in certain products. But you earn USDT, which is really, really nice because you won't have any impact on the coin if you wanted to take profits. And if obviously you would have a positive impact if you yet wanted to buy more coins with your earnings. Okay, so we have the star packages. That's you can choose, obviously. There's $100, $500, $1,000, $3,000, $5,000 package. With these packages, you obviously activate the CTP system. So in other words, you then are allowed to claim your coin every 105 hours. And with that gaining more coins, you then get more wallet addresses. And so you mine more coins. You will also receive interconnected wallet addresses, vouchers for free. So with the $100 package, you get 2 1-month interconnected wallets. With the 500, you get 2 6-month, and obviously all the way up to 5,000, you get 25 6-month interconnected wallets. So you can really go to town on the mining on that. Okay, so I explained the period of time. So it's not every 25 hours now, it's every 105. Okay, with the package, it's not just a package that you just get the interconnected wallet, you also get the coins in it. This page hasn't been updated yet. I haven't received the newest one, but it says every 18 months. So, but it's actually every 3 months you get the profit that the coin has grown. So I'm not exactly sure to what percent yet, but I know that if, for instance, now the coin price is 22 cents, it will show that you bought, say, 600 coins or 500 coins at 20. Okay, let's say you bought the $100 package. So you'll get about 400 and something coins at 22 cents because 22 cents is what the exchange price is. And then, say, for instance, the coin goes all the way up to $1 and then goes down to 50 cents again. You will get the value of if the coins were at $1. Okay, so in other words, if it goes down again, that means you're going to get more coins out of your package than what you originally, if you had originally just bought $100 worth of coins, because the coin's gone down. So the worst case scenario would be that you would get the same amount of coins because the price is at its peak when you get your profit. Okay, so it used to be every 18 months that it would you would get all the profit and all the coins out, but now it works on you'll get a certain percent every 3 months, and then it obviously resets the price of your the bottom price that you of that day, if you know what I mean. So after 3 months, say for instance it's 40 cents, then it will say that you didn't buy it at 22 cents. It will say that you bought the rest at 40 cents, and then the profit you of the next 3 months you will get as well. So you could actually end up getting more coins out in the end than if you had just bought and held on to them. So the packages are really, really nice in that way. Okay, you can earn from 6 business centers. I'm not going to go into too much detail on all of them. So you can get a direct commission, obviously. That's a 10% direct commission. So if you register somebody, everybody, well, most platforms have already a direct commission. Binance has it. KuCoin has it. You get a certain percent of the people that you introduce to the company. Okay, so and then you get the diamond levels, which is the 15 business levels, Black Pearl, Generation. I'm only going to go through the diamond and the Generation. The Black Pearl and Royal Crown we'll worry about that when we get there, when we're making money. So, okay, so the Generation bonus is if you introduce 2 people, you become a partner. And then if you get those 2 to introduce 2 people, they each become partners. So if you get 20 people who are partners, so 20 people who have 2 each in your whole team, it doesn't matter. They don't need to be direct. It must be just anybody in your team. You then qualify for the Generation bonus, which is passive for the rest of the Mindbase forever, in other words. Okay, so your aim is to get 20 people who have 2 people each, and then that's your first passive income that you will get, and then the next one will be 50 people. Okay, and so we go up. So that's the Generation bonus. But I'm going to show you more of the diamond levels. Okay, so with each package that you purchase, you get shares in this compensation plan or in the global sales. Okay, so two 2% of the total turnover of Mindbase each week get put into like a pool of money, and everybody who qualifies for that week, depending on the size of your package, you will get more shares. So if you bought the 1-star package for $100, you'll get 2 shares in that pool of money. Okay. If you bought the 5-star, you get 6 shares of that pool of money. Okay. So obviously the bigger the package, the more money you're going to earn each week in the pool that you qualify in. Okay. So you can earn up to 6 times more if you have a package or a 5-star package than if you didn't have a package at all. Okay. Each package has Mindbase points. Okay. So if you, for instance, the 2 people you introduce each bought $100 packages, you get then 100 Mindbase points from each of them. The bigger the package that you sell, obviously you get a 10% commission. So if you sell a $5,000 package, you get $500 commission, and you get 5,000 Mindbase points as well. Okay, so the more points you get, the higher in the compensation or the global compensation plan you can earn. Okay. Also, the deeper you build your team, the more points you can earn. Okay, so on your first level, in other words, the first 2 people that you've introduced, or the first 5 people that you have on your first layer of people, you get 100 points for $100 package. But as soon as they've introduced their friends and they've introduced up to the 5th level deep, once they're in your 5th line, you get double the amount of points. So if they buy a $100 package in your 5th level, you get 200 points. And up to your 10th level, then you get 300 points for a $100 package. And then the deeper you go up to 15 levels deep, you get 400 points for $100 package. So the best way to build this is literally 2 by 2, and you just donate your people to somebody else in your downline. So you build each other up. It's a really nice way of paying it forward, or building your team, so that, because a lot of compensation plans is very much selfish. You want to recruit people yourself, and that's how you make your money. You will make the most money if you literally sign people up under other people, and you just pay it forward all the time, and you teach a team to pay it forward as well. So you share your downlines referral link with somebody even that you've introduced. Let them have the 10%. It doesn't really matter, because in the end you want the amount of points because you want to earn more points. I'll explain now why. Okay, so this is the diamond level, or the diamond, double diamond, triple diamond. So this is where you first got to start understanding the compensation plan. Okay, so these are the pools of money. So each block is a pool of money. Okay, so in the 500, 1,000, 2,000, there's 2% of the total turnover in each of these. Okay, so the 500 and the 1,000 are the Mindbase points. Okay, so if you make 500 Mindbase points in 1 week, you qualify for this pool of money. Obviously, depending on the package that you bought, you will get, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shares in this pool of money with other people that obviously also qualified for this pool. Okay, but just remember, it has to be 70% from one person or a stronger team, and 30% from the other. Sorry. Okay, so you got to have 350 points on your from the one person team, and 150 from the other, and then that makes 500 points, and then you qualify for your first pool of money for that week. Okay, so then the 1,000, obviously you'll need 700 from the one leg and 300 from the other, and then you qualify for the second pool of money, and depending on what package you have will determine how many shares you get in that pool. And so it goes up. The more points you make, the more you can earn, because obviously the less people will have earned those amount of points as well. Okay, so a lot of people could earn 500 points in the week, which means, say for instance, there's $500 in the pool, and there's 100 people that, got into that pool, you're going to get a few dollars or a few cents. Okay, so the more points you can make in your team each week, the more money you should make. Okay, when you reach the 90,000 points in 1 week, Okay, so in other words, I think it's 27,000 points on the one and the rest on the other leg. Sorry, I haven't worked out the other leg yet. I was just worried about the weaker leg. So if you've made 90,000 points in one leg, in 1 week, okay, you hit this double diamond thing. This becomes then passive income. You cannot go down again. So for when you're busy marketing this, every week you have to qualify to get in. So you can qualify over and over again each week for the first pool. But then the next week you don't qualify, you don't get anything. Okay. But when you reach the 90,000 mark, that you stay in that pool forever. So this is your next passive income mark that you want to get. You want to be able to create 90,000 points, 70% on the one, 30% on the other, so that you can get into that pool. Once you're in that pool, you stay there for life. Okay. And then literally every single week you will get the amount of shares in that pool. Okay. That you think for life. Okay. So then you don't go down. And then the next one is obviously 1.5 million Mindbase points. So then you won't go lower than that. Then you'll always earn from this triple diamond pool. Okay. So our first goal is to get 20 people with 2 people each. You earn passively with that. And then the next goal is 90,000 points in your downline, and you earn passively then from that. Okay. Our Mindbase products. We have our ecosystem, which consists of games. So there are, I think, 2 games at the moment that you can play. I actually need to share the links on the group. Somebody asked me to. Okay, so you can earn from the games as well. The NFTs, they haven't really been produced yet. These will come shortly. And then staking with Streak. So you can also stake some Mindbase tokens with Streak. I'm not sure the percent return on that, but yeah, you can stake with them as well. And then the Metastar, which is your software for avatars for shopping and the metaverse. So I'm pretty sure where we're going with this is the avatars are not just for the shopping online. It is also going to be used in games. So you can have your own skin or your own avatar playing the game, if you know what I mean. So if you're playing like Fortnite, you can probably have your own skin in the game. Okay, so we all know that the fashion industry is a multi-trillion-dollar market. So that's where Mindbase is headed, is online shopping. And then obviously we all know that the gaming industry is huge, and obviously NFTs as well. Okay, so Metastar 1 is a shopping universe. So this is a platform where shops can advertise their products or their clothes online, and you can then choose them. But most people go, but I don't know what it's going to look like on me. I don't know what size, will fit me. This is where your avatar comes in. So you will put your measurements and everything inside the software, and it will create your avatar. So it's on the left you can see your original photo, and on the right is the avatar that will come out. So you put in your own measurements, and then you can literally take the dress or anything that you want in the shopping mall, if you know what I mean. It will have many shops, not just clothing. It's going to have watches and hats and shoes and everything like that. So you can then choose what you want to wear, look what it's going to look like on you, and decide whether you want it or not, and then order online. Okay, so it is free for the shops to put their stuff on this software, and it's free for you to browse as well. But obviously, as soon as somebody, I'm not sure if it's whether it's clicks or purchases an item, that's when the shop will pay, and you will then be, obviously they'll take a commission from your amount as well. Okay. Okay, I didn't get to move the slide. I was going to move it up. Okay, so with the global compensation plan, we also have the APYs, which is an annual percentage yield. So with this, it's worked on the dollar value, not on the Mindbase token amount. So if you, for instance, wanted more of a sure return on your money, then you would rather go for an APY, because obviously we all know that cryptocurrencies are very volatile. So if you buy a $250 Mindbase APY, you will then get guaranteed 100% in a year. So you will definitely get $500 worth of coins in a year. The bigger the package, obviously, the better the return. So if you put $10,000 in, you will get $60,000 after a year. Okay, which obviously you can then choose whether you want the $60 or you want the shares in the shopping universe. So the shopping universe also has where you buy the shares of the clothing racks, so that you can also earn from people buying and selling the clothes as well. There are other cheaper APYs as well, which then take part in the compensation plan, which you have the $100, the $500. It works like the same as the other one, the $1,000, the $3,000 and $5,000. Those ones that's part of the compensation plan as well. So those are also nice returns, but all in dollar value and not in the Mindbase token. So you could be losing on the Mindbase amount of coins that you're going to get if you had have rather spent $250 worth of Mindbase tokens, and then obviously it could go up 10 times, not double, in a year, but you never know. So some people like to know that they're going to get a set amount at the end of the year. That's fine. Okay, for me personally, I personally would take the chance on the coins while the coin is low, and then I will go for an APY when I know the coin is really, really high, because then I can still, even when it does a good retrace and people take profits, I know that I'm still going to do 6 times my money, for instance, regardless of the coin price, which I then could get more Mindbase tokens from. So I will buy APYs when the price is high, and I will buy the packages while the price is low. But that's just my preference. Okay, so you can create passive income with Mindbase. You can obviously make your dreams come true. Financial freedom with long-term passive income is what Mindbase is all about. Okay, so thank you for watching. So just there's only 2 things that you could do: is quit or don't start at all. So I would start and get on with our Mindbase journey. Okay, you guys are most welcome to open to ask any questions if you have. If anybody's got any questions or anything regarding anything, you can just unmute yourselves if you want. I think it is available to.
Hi, Belinda. This is
Hi,
Virginia.
Virginia. Hello, how are you?
Good, good. I just have one question about my status. And when I clicked on that, it says I was platinum. So what does that mean?
Oh, okay. So with the status, if you hold a certain amount of coins for a certain amount of time, you get a status. So I can't remember what the silver was. I think it was like 200 coins for 3 months or something like that. Then you can get silver status, which means then you get an extra 3 wallet addresses to mine from. If you're gold, you've held, I think it's 500 coins for 6 months. I'm not sure exactly the amount of coins, but you've held a certain amount of coins for 6 months. Then you get 5 extra wallet addresses to mine from. And when you're platinum, it means you've held 550 tokens for a year, and then you get 10 extra wallets to mine from. So it's just extra mining so that you can earn more coins. So as soon as you then take out your coins and you have less than 550, then sorry, just hold on. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, somebody wants to join and I can't. No, there it is. Okay. So as soon as you've taken out your coins and you've got less than 550, that status will then reset so that you don't have that thing. So as long as you're holding 500 tokens continuously from now on, you will always have that platinum status, and you will earn from 10 extra wallet addresses.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Anybody else? Roger Jones, you put your hand up. Did you want to say anything, Roger? Can't see. Okay, no, he's not asking.
Roger's hand is up.
Yeah, I've tried to see. I can't unmute him, so I don't know why I can't unmute.
Hello. Oh,
Oh, there we go, Roger. How are you?
yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I
No,
wanted
it's
to ask.
cool.
So I just I copied the code today, and
Yes.
then basically my value of the coin. Well, the value I've got 625 coins, and then the value changed from I think it was from 3,000 something to 138. I didn't understand how that happened.
Yes, no, that was a request from a lot of us, that we don't have the CTP price showing in the total value of your coins, because a lot of people were withdrawing, and they're thinking that they're going to get that value, because there is a difference between the CTP price and the exchange price. So
Okay.
people were getting the idea that, okay, they've got $3,000, for instance. In the meantime, if they actually had to sell those coins on the exchange, they would get just over $100 for it, and then it
Yeah.
wouldn't be worth it. So we're really onto Harold about changing that. So he finally did that today, where he changed the back office to the actual price of the exchange. So people go, okay,
Okay.
no, it's not worth it to remove it yet. Let's wait for a better price. Also, you can then don't have to watch the exchanges constantly for the price. You can decide from your back office when you are ready to withdraw your coins. So if you see now it does go to $3,000, then you can say, okay, listen, I want to take some profits. But then you
Yeah.
know that it's the price that you're going to get if you have to
Okay then.
withdraw.
All right
Okay,
then.
so it's
That clears
nothing
up
you
everything.
did or anything. It was a request from a lot of us that we changed that because it was misleading for a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Okay then. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Nope. We've got no other questions. Oh, Robin, yes. You
He's
can.
muted.
You're
Yeah,
still
he's
muted.
muted. You can unmute yourself.
Oh, is that better?
There we go. Yes. How are
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Robin?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, cool.
Nice to see you again. Anyway,
Likewise.
what I was going to ask you is this sort of process, the changeover process, still in process? I mean, is it still in process or is it completed now?
What do you mean
Well, for example, today should have been my day for the next conversion. I don't know, about 10 hours ago. But nothing's happened on my
Have you got less
dashboard.
than 100 coins? 100 GNS
No.
or V999? Have you got more?
Yeah, I've got 1100 GNS and 12.7 V999.
Okay, so you should have, and you said today was your day, but what time was it that you last did your conversion? Because it depends on the time as well. So it will be literally exactly 12.
It was 2:50 p.m.
Okay, what's the time there for you now?
18:35.
Okay, so it should have been done.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking, based on what I'd sort of.
Okay, when was your conversion? Was it February the 14th that you did the last one? February the 14th.
Yeah.
At 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just send me your email address and then I will ask Harold why. But it should have been done already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay then. I'll.
Yeah,
it's actually just come up. It's come up this second.
Oh, your convert button.
Yeah, it's come up
okay,
this
good.
second.
So
literally.
Okay, great.
He must have been listening in.
He must have been listening
I
in.
bet yes, he was listening in.
Okay, cool. That's good.
So that's
yes.
It's just as simple as converting. Yeah, you just press the button.
Just convert and just accept it. Yeah.
And the other package comes automatically.
Yes, and you'll see it. So if you go to your the global packages and you go at the top, there'll be where it says purchase global packages, and you can just click on there and you will see it underneath here. It won't add any value to your account because the coins are in a package, if you know what I mean. It's not available to you. So it won't show any price different, or it's going to show a dip in your price of your back office, obviously.
As a matter of interest, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but as I understand it, with this particular package, that rather than actually waiting 18 months to pay out, you're going to do this, the bonus out every 3 months. Yeah. I've already got a 1-star package.
Yes. Okay.
Would
So
that
if you
also
bought,
qualify?
it depends. So you will apparently for the people that bought packages before the decision of the 3 months profit
Yeah.
thing, you will have a choice whether you want to hold it for 18 months or if you want to hold it for 3 months. So me personally, I will keep it for 18 months because of the fact that I bought the coins when they were 14.5 cents, because it will get reset every single time those 3 months come. Now, if the coin goes up to 40 cents and you get 10%, if you know what I mean, of your coins, the rest of the coins are then going to say that you bought it at 40 cents. As far as I understand it, okay, because he did say it resets every time you get more profit. So then the profit margin isn't going to be as much as if you just hold it for 18 months.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's
I mean,
we'll
I'll
just
be
have to
quite honest with
see.
you. I'm not really bothered by one or the other. It's just I just want to make sure everything's working. You know.
Yes, yeah. We'll have to see as the time comes by and exactly how much I can try and find out in the meantime. But it's just going to be like play it by ear.
I mean,
to
I'm
see how it
not
goes.
really that sort of bothered. You know, in the nicest sense. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But everybody who bought packages before that will have a chance to decide whether they want to keep it for 18 or 3 months profits, depending on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I know that we've got this sort of thing on at the moment. You know, the conversion has been loads of questions, and we're going to have a meet tonight to deal with those. But is there room to ask some other questions? Or?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Well, I mean, there's one thing that I never really quite got my head around, if I'm honest, and I think I sort of probed at you once or twice, but never really got to grips with it. Some of us, when we had the original 1-star package,
yes,
we got like a downline. We were gifted a downline.
Yes.
Now, what do we actually do with that? Because I mean, I look at mine, and it all just looks the same as the day it arrived on my screen.
Yes. So there could be people that how do you say, are not really that are just mining the coins. They are not wanting to network it. So that's the reason why you can see their email addresses in your back office, so that if you will choose to contact them and ask them if you can help with anything, or would they be interested in building that you can help them build, then you can do that. Because that was one of my biggest requests from Harold, was that we have some sort of contact with them, because we wouldn't know their addresses, their email addresses. So so that's the reason for the email addresses showing in the back office, so that you can contact them and see whether.
So you won't sort of see anything until the status won't change unless they actually start to build a downline.
Yeah. So they won't. If they buy a package, you'll know about it because you'll get points from it. But you won't get any direct commission because it's under a Mindbase account.
The other thing I was going to ask you, which, and it might sound trivial, what is actually the difference between the unilevel and a downline? Because the unilevel tree, to me, looks like a downline.
It is. And the downline, in the sense that you got, is unilevel, meaning that you can have different levels. So in other words, when you introduce somebody and then they introduce people, the other people that you've introduced won't see them, they won't be in their downline. But when it becomes a binary tree, that's when people get placed underneath each other and they can see other people that you've introduced, if you know what I mean. That everything gets put into 2 legs. Whereas unilevel means you can have 10 different legs, and you can do but they won't see each other, they won't be part of each other's trees. So it's nice to keep to 2 people to 2 teams, and you keep building 2 by 2 by 2, because then you can help your whole team as well as as well as yourself. Okay, Virginia, you put up your hand.
Yes, one more question, Belinda. This is regarding the 2FA. Mine is still on the Google Authenticator showing V999. Should we change that? I'm a little reluctant to touch it.
No, you can edit it on Google on the app itself, and you can change the name of it if you wanted to. You can edit the name and change it, but it's up to you. Mine still says the same as well. I've just left it as it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't want to touch it yet to trigger anything. I'm sorry. I'm a little hoarse and I may sound like my male partners, but I just didn't want to touch it. But if I wanted to change it to Mindbase, I could do that, right?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You can just
Thank
edit it.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay,
Yeah, I got a
Father.
question.
Yes, how are you?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes. Sorry. I just wanted to know. Robin touched on something about V999 and GNS. At the moment, I can't do anything in my wallet about them. I can see them in my back office. They're just
there.
there at the moment. Are they? Am I meant to be able to change that into the Mindbase tokens or not?
You won't be able to change them into the Mindbase tokens. We're going to get the packages for the last two conversions. So the last two conversions will be if we're going to a package. So depending on how many you have, they will determine the package size that you'll get, but you will get that same amount of Mindbase tokens in that package. But it will also only happen when your next what you call a conversion date is. So if you did it, say for instance, on the last one was on the 14th of February, for instance, today should be your next one. But if it was the 20th of February that you did it, then you'll only see the conversion come up on the 20th of August. Okay, so it's exactly 6 months from your last conversion.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can I ask you another
Yes, sure.
question? Yeah. I mean, that's great. One thing, I mean, it just probably shows my ignorance about sort of blockchain and all that sort of stuff. But it was mentioned that they were going to move the smart contracts onto the Binance blockchain, which I understand what you're saying. They actually make it much cheaper to make the transactions. But they're not actually going onto the Binance exchange, are they?
No, not yet.
No. So, can you explain, apart from the fact it's going to be a bit cheaper to run on the, for doing exchanges on the Binance blockchain, what are the other benefits of actually being there?
Well, obviously, the more a lot of people stay away from the Ethereum-based projects because of their fees. It's normal.
Yeah.
So as soon as you mentioned that it's also on the Binance network, then you're going to have a lot more people buying in on the coins because it's going to be much cheaper for them. So it's just got an advantage of just being cheaper and
but how will other people outside of our immediate circle know that?
Well, that will only come when obviously they do a lot more advertising. So Harold said that he is going to be, so it's all about thing. And then to get the, just remember, like CoinMarketCap, you have different CoinGecko. You also have the Binance like market cap, if you know what I mean. So he will also obviously try and get the coin mentioned there on there. So if it's on the Binance chain, it will obviously help with Binance accepting it and to put it on their coin list, which obviously gives it more publicity, if you know what I mean.
So that makes a little bit more sense then about how just with some of the other tools that people can actually come across it and see what it's doing. Well, is it regarded as a stepping stone to getting onto the Binance chain, or are they onto the Binance
Well, yeah,
I think it does. For the other, or are they regarded really as two separate things?
It doesn't really matter, but obviously the more networks that you can be on, the more attractive the coin is, which means that the more the exchanges are going to look at them.
Yeah,
it does. It definitely does, because the exchanges want the volume, because the more volume they have on their exchanges, the more commissions they make, the more money they make. So they're not going to take a dead coin on, or a coin that's just on one network. They want it on many networks so that it's attractive. It's like USDT. I mean, I don't ever send USDT on the Ethereum network. I always use the Tron network or the Binance chain because it's much cheaper. And I have done a transfer from the one exchange to my Mindbase account on the Binance exchange using USDT. and it was very quick. So I was very happy to see that. So it works fine. Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot to put it
fantastic,
on the
yeah.
group because my mind was just so.
Yeah, fine, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it works very well. So you can deposit USDT into your Mindbase back office via the Binance chain.
Oh, fantastic, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it makes all a bit more sense now. You can start to see the value of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
I don't think so.
No.
You told me
Okay, well,
what
if
I needed
anybody
to
else
know.
has any
Yeah.
questions, you can just like put it in the group, and then I'll be happy to answer them. But yeah, I'll do this presentation, questions and answers each Monday. Obviously, if I don't suffer from my migraines again, but otherwise, I'll do this every week for you guys with pleasure. And so you can invite teams and get people joining our network and giving value to our coin.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Okay. I hope you guys have a lovely evening and chat soon.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Belinda.
Thanks.
night.
Babe. Good night. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, Belinda. Good
Bye.
night.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night, Belinda.